Hey everyone, it's Allie, and with the new Mercenaries League, there are many things that are now possible that have never been possible before with the addition of the Mercenaries themselves. In Path of Exile, we normally try to kill as many monsters as possible, whether it's for the XP or the loots, but I want to turn this completely on its head. I thought to ask the question, is it possible to kill all Uber bosses without killing a single monster myself? This is something that's never been done before, as even things such as your minions or totems will count as kills. Even the kills on the bosses themselves, so it's never been possible to have a character with 0 kills that has also defeated an Uber boss. However, with the new Mercenaries, they count as a separate player entity in the zone, so their kills are not attributed to you. I plan to take full advantage of this and see just how far a mercenary can get me. I'm going to support my mercenary as much as I can while being a complete pacifist, claiming no kills for myself the entire way through. The rules for this challenge are as follows. I'm not allowed any kills. If I get any kill at all past the one singular kill you're required to get from killing Hillock to get access to the first town, I have to reset and make a whole new character. I have a fresh stash, and I can't use any items that are already in my stash prior to this challenge. I'm allowed to fish for mercenaries that I like and use any mechanic in the game to make them as strong as possible. So long as I don't get any kills, it's fair game. I have to do the normal versions of every boss before attempting the Uber versions, and I'm allowed to keep gear between attempts as well. It'd kind of get very annoying if I had to wipe my stash every time, and it would just make the challenge significantly longer. My plan is to play as a Scion, as that's generally the best class for supporting in a duo setup. Although it does feel kind of weird to call this a duo, and I'll be doing everything I can to make sure I will never get any kills myself by doing things such as taking ancestral bonds or even just simply not doing anything at certain points. This is probably going to be really slow and difficult, but I'm prepared to take on the challenge and see if I can really defeat every Uber Pinnacle boss in Path of Exile with just a singular kill. So I started off and did my one single kill that I'm allowed to on Hillock. This took a while, by the way. Some people might actually know this. I'm actually well versed in auto-attacking Hillock to death. Because what's I'm looking for? In the past, we have done a Gucci Hobo challenge where you have to start with a character that is not allowed to equip anything but unique items. Meaning, currently, this is actually easier than a Gucci Hobo challenge because we actually get the weapon. And in a Gucci Hobo challenge, you're not allowed to equip even a weapon if it's not unique. So, yeah, I am versed in sitting here and kiting Hillock for like a minute straight, punching him to death. But yeah, all we have to do is just auto, we run, and we auto, and we run. Sounds like torture, yeah, but it's kind of fun. It's actually a really, really interesting challenge. Either way, yeah, we just gotta quickly, get through our, yearly PoE2 experience really quickly, right? You know what? Actually, no, I can't even say that. It's literally faster than killing the boss in PoE2 at the start. This is straight up faster than PoE2 Hillock. Pause champ. Pause champ. Hillock. All right, let's wrap this up, buddy. Let's wrap this up. Do we not need more exhibition with the gas? Yeah, you don't. All right. And set off to the mudflats, as that's where our first mercenary will be. However, because my character is so weak, I'm not allowed to actually kill anything. I need to somehow get some gear to help with the mercenary fight without actually killing any enemies. I decided to run to the coast looking for corpses to try to get some gear. However, I was about to find out that this was a complete waste of effort and totally overkill. Now, for the mudflats, I need to use a strategy. I promise you, nobody else has ever done the mudflats before. I need to lure all the monsters away from the mercenary so I have room to hire them. This was pretty painfully slow to do and took a hot minute, but we got there and successfully hired our first mercenary. Hold up. So, we're just gonna die here. And by doing this, they will now not chase me down because I can't outrun them. They would basically just forever chase me. But if I just wrangle them over here away from the merc and then respawn, well, they're now just stuck there. And now we can do the same thing with these over here, right? We can take all of these. I'm assuming we're gonna probably need a lot of space to kite. So we're gonna take our time here and like really make sure we have a giant ass area to work with. Because again, if we fail, we just have to restart. All right, let's give it a go. Here we go. Please do not one-shot me. All right, this is a split arrow with pierce and attack speed. Higher. Here we go. We're just gonna ow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I see. Okay, we have to dodge every pierce they do. Or sorry, every puncture they do. Can I just like off-screen them? Okay, wait, okay, never mind. All right, it's not gonna be that difficult. All right, we did it. The hardest challenge is over. And let's type /kills just to make sure we didn't accidentally kill anything. You have killed one monster. We've done it. Progressing through Act 1, I was pleasantly surprised at how well it was going, relatively speaking. However, my mercenary was struggling to live a little bit, so I incorporated a decoy totem to help out. You heard that correctly. Decoy totem. I never would have expected this, but Decoy Totem was absolutely carrying me in Act 1. It was just tanking so many hits that otherwise would have just caused me or my Mercenary to be in a ton more danger. This skill is actually hype for the challenge, and I might even use it more in the early campaign in the future. It was just that good. Make sure our Merc doesn't get overwhelmed. You know, just take our time, one pack at a time. Stand next to the monsters so we grab aggro so then they don't go for the Merc, right? We're basically just the meat shield. I am literally just the meat shield, right? It's just me and the totem, and we're just standing here and making sure nothing attacks the Merc. That's my only goal. Stop. Okay, sorry, let's pick up the shaper as well. Let's try to just like run forward and play as if we're playing like a proper build. Like what happens? Am I just safe just to keep running? With the Merc just like being, I think so. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. We got Ripper. What does the Ripper have? Wait, this Merc actually legitimately just does as much damage as you would do at this point. You have to keep in mind, this boss currently has 50% extra health because we have a Merc. This guy is legitimately killing the boss as fast as a player would be able to at this point. With like average gear. Okay, these things are insanely strong. Hold up, don't get out of there. Hello, Merc. Hello, would you like to attack? Okay, just I need a break. Oh, hold up. And I forgot to grab one thing. Whoops, that could have been done faster. I did forget to go grab a sniper's mark, which we're gonna become very intimately how do I put this? We're gonna become very intimate with this because this is likely gonna be the curse we're gonna want to use for the rest of our run with this character. Well, this is legitimately faster than what you could do ledge as a normal player. Like this is just faster. Because normally you'd have to like stop here and attack all the monsters because you want light flash charges, right? But I don't have to stop. I just have to run. I just have a little turret, and the turret's just killing everything for me. Like look, this is technically faster than what a normal League Star would be. Minus obviously the start of it, you know. Wow, we're gaming. Yeah, like we really do need to go find a higher level Merc. That is also true. Oh, we can put this. We are going to need to find a higher level Merc soon. Because this one is just going to, you know, it's only level 3. It's a level 8 area. It's just going to die. Let's see. Are they strong enough to kill Brutus? Or do we have to reset? Now, here's the thing. If the Merc dies here, I have to run back 3 whole zones. Because there's no waypoint. And I have to reset the zone. Well, I guess not. I can just quickly run out of the zone and walk back in. Yeah, it's like it's not as bad. But anyway, let's see. Let's see. We just have to be smart about placement here. All right, so we can wait over here. Oh, Brutus, hello. Okay, bring Brutus in here. And then we just have to make sure the Merc doesn't get hit by the frontal. Frontal's gonna be deadly. Wow, this thing is deleting him. Look at this. Ow, okay. Okay, I guess it's fine. We just press their helper button. Wait, look at this. The Merc's deleting him. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Don't touch the Merc. Oh, okay, the Merc died. Dodge. We're good. Oh, no. Merc. Don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. I almost killed the Merc at the end. All right. That wasn't that bad. That was easy. We did it. All right. Well, that Brutus fight went way better than I expected, to be completely honest with you. My Mercenary took a few hits to the face and just didn't really seem to mind that much and actually put out a decent amount of damage. Honestly, more than what most people might do at this point in the game. Needless to say, so far I was thoroughly impressed by the Mercenary performance. My actual League silver player, my ADC. That's right, we're literally just playing a support. Right, and I just have to sit here and babysit a silver ADC. Wait, this actually does remind me of when I used to play League. Where my only goal for the first like 5 minutes of every match was literally just to make sure my ADC didn't do something really stupid. We actually are just a child wrangler. Right, it's our little child and we have to stop them from just jumping off a cliff. Approaching Maryville, I decided it was time to swap a mercenary over to a new higher level one that I'd found in Maryville's caverns. I kind of expected this mercenary to just be a straight upgrade over my old one, as it was a higher level and had seemingly better skills. Clear excellence, shut up. Oh, a thunder equip. Ooh. Well, they have precision too. Okay. Fires multiple. Okay, what is the difference here? Fires a charged arrow which detonates enemy, causing him to be struck by a lightning bolt. I mean, lightning arrow is just a really good clear skill in general. Fires multiple charged arrows which deal damage, which damage enemies by causing them to be struck by lightning bolts. Lightning damage is still. Oh, the skin sap. Ooh. And galvanic arrow is not bad either. Yeah, I think we should swap over this one. This one looks stronger. I mean, lightning arrow is definitely a better clear skill. Sure. 100 gold. Okay, well, 07 the majority of our gold if we fail, but I think we'll be fine. Reserve. Right. Let's see. Well, let me teleport you away so you don't get chilled as well. Let's see it. Make your case. I'm pretty sure the puncture one is probably better. I'm pretty sure our old Merc before this one was a lot better. So I'm pretty sure it might be faster to literally go get the mini shot and run all the way back to Maryville and kill Maryville with the Yeah, this bitch is getting replaced. I teleport over here. What is the first thing she does? Immediately dashes into Maryville. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Look at this. She's just sitting here spamming galvanic arrow outside of range. Look. She's not even doing damage. Okay. This one's horrible. We're replacing this one. This one is actual garbage. Holy shit. Why did I waste money on you? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm stuck with this mercenary now because I don't have enough gold to get a new one. Like, it was just using galvanic arrow max range. I don't know what is wrong with this AI, but this mercenary is just useless. Since I was stuck with my old low level one, I grabbed the flame wall at the start of Act 2 in order to help my mercenary a little bit, and, well... Oh no, they just spam puncture. Okay, well, at least puncture has infinite pierce, right? I'm not coping, you're coping. At least puncture has infinite pierce. You know, so there's that. Right? There's that. That's something makes sense. First Pepper Genesis or to make Cold Chaos Convert. Your level doesn't necessarily matter. Okay, we didn't get any kills there, right? All right. What? Oh my god, if the Merc kills something with Flame Wall, it counts as mine. Oh, that's so annoying. It counts as mine if it... Man, okay, so we're just not allowed to press Flame Wall. And it's time to restart the whole challenge again. All right, round 2. Flame Wall is banned. That's fine. It probably wasn't going to add much damage anyway, really. So it's not a big loss other than the hour I spent in Act 1 just now being lost forever, but it's fine. I'm not coping, you're coping. All right, round 2 of slapping Hillock to death. Once again, I had to do the whole setup in mudflats to make any of my series as easy as possible. And now that I was practiced, the whole row wrangling in Act 1 was just going to go by so much faster. I had a decent mercenary. I knew how to play around them and was overall doing way better. If I keep this up, this run was looking to be a lot better already. Now just imagine that. Oh, hold up, they're almost dead. Imagine this with like a haste and like proper gear. Like, I'm pretty sure the clear on this is going to start feeling really comfy once we get some Moras. Like really, really, really comfy. But as soon as we get like one alk to buy like a pretty decent like unique item. Ooh, infamous sniper. Slower proj. There it is. Hold up, hold up. Okay, we fight them. Oh wait, no, we have to fight them for the silver branch, right? Well, actually, no, silver branch kind of sucks. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, because the +1 doesn't do anything. It's just a 10 to 25 bow, and it's just 1.5 EP. Yeah, this actually kind of sucks. I think we hire them because they're a level 9 sniper with split arrow, and we just let them have the silver branch. This does make me very aware of how important the supports are on the mercs, right? So it's not just gonna be a case of, oh, it's like not only am I gonna have to pay attention to, you know, the merc, and we're gonna have to, you know, constantly get new ones at higher levels. But we also have to, you know, first find one that has a good skill set. Like, obviously, we're going to use a melee one. The melee one's just going to suck. And then when we do find a ranged one, not only do they have to have the correct skills, but they also have to have the correct supports on them. You know, because like while not having a clear support is fine in like Act 1, it's whatever. You know, like I'm not gonna do like Act 7 without like Pierce or Chain or Fork or something, you know? So it can get a little bit difficult to replace the mercs constantly, but that's fine because like I said earlier, they're just gonna scale, you know? Ooh, Siege Ballista of Tartus. No, like this would have literally 0 clear. That's a great bow though. We should fight you for the bow. Make it to Act 2, we had a new PB as this is where the last attempt died, so I went on my way through Act 2 and it went really well actually. All right, big upgrade. We now have Ancestral Bond once again. So with this, we can't deal damage with skills ourselves, which means we are now allowed to do things, right? Before we were afraid to press basically anything, but now that we can't do damage, we can't kill stuff, meaning we press Smite. And Smite is 1 to 11 added lightning damage for our Merc every time we hit something with it, right? So we just Smite, we need some attack speed, and it's just a 4-second aura for added damage. Yeah. Yeah, so like, there's nothing cute we could do with like Blood Rage or anything. So I think all the heralds are useless because they don't, you know, like give extra damage to like anyone else. Realistically, this is just a get to Act 3. Like, you know, like things might, I'm pretty sure like for the rest of Act 2, things are going to definitely slow down quite a bit, right? In terms of like speed. But then once we get, literally the moment we just kill Piety in Act 3, everything just like explodes in speed. Toward the end of Act 2, however, my mercenary was really getting outscaled, so I went back to the crypt to try and get a new one. Fortunately, one of the mercenaries ended up having a Quill Rain, which was a really massive upgrade, which I just ended up giving to my mercenary, and then we finished up Act 2 and moved on to Act 3. This is going to be the best okay, wait, they have another Quill Rain! Pog! Okay, they got another fucking Quill Rain. Holy, we're saved. We're saved. Not only they come with a Quill Rain, but they have saturation of all of them. The best version of Rain of Arrows. Holy. They have frenzy too. Pog. All right, here we go. Let's see. Watch. He's actually about to just fall over. Witness. Holy. Yeah, look, we're actually doing some damage. Okay, okay. So I said 10 seconds. 10 seconds after. Hi, Marie. No, you missed some content, Marie. You missed some content. Here we go. 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have to kill the fucking lady ambush. Man, I'm so afraid of these things. I guess let's give it a go. Oh, yeah, sure. I guess we're afraid of nothing. Cool. You're killing mobs with shield charge? No, we're not. We have Ancestral Bond. We are completely fine. Nothing good here. Oh, it's 55. That's a lot of armor. I'll take that for myself. Oh my god, that guy's fucking... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Hold up, my merc is... Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. Hold up. He almost fucking killed my merc. Put down totem. He one-shot me. Okay, buddy. Okay, our damage is definitely starting to lack a little bit. I don't think it's necessarily lacking. It's more so that, like, my merc just keeps trying to attack every portal. You know, like, I can't tell my merc to specifically attack a target. So, like, it's killing all the portals, killing all the odds. It's not just focusing Piety down, right? Because, like, normally, you know, if this is a normal player, I just sit here and hit Piety. And, like, all the odds just get cleaved down by default, right? Without me having to really do anything. But, you know, in this case, you know, the merc just, like, seemingly ran, like, they're right there. See, it's just, like, shooting rain of arrows at, like, all the little odds instead of just specifically, like, hitting Piety. At this point, I started trying to think of things that would cause me to gain extra kills, and the list is actually surprisingly long. Did you know that Einhar counts as your kills? Did you know that Thorns bypasses Ancestral Bond? Neither did I. I was very quickly about to find out the hard way. And Vitality, all right, good enough. Wait, we killed something! How? Oh my god, how? What killed something? How? Like actually what killed something? I don't get it. I actually do not understand. How could I possibly have killed something? And it's time for round 3. Back to Twilight Strand we go. This time, I would be paranoid and hyper aware of any possible thing that could even remotely give me a credit towards a kill. I'm gonna type /kill in every single zone and make completely sure that nothing is slipped through, as I didn't want to lose any more runs to this. If I see thorns, it's banned. And if I see Einhar, I'm just gonna Alt F4 and reset the zone. It's fine. We can waste a few minutes. Not the end of the world. Einhar's banned. I simply just can't afford to lose any more runs to this. I guess with the Sali as well, level 20. Yeah, we can give tech level 15. Oh yeah, we're gonna speed through Act 1 and Act 2. Because like the thing that made Act 2 take so— oh no, Allie, don't accidentally click on that. The thing that made Act 2 take so long was just having to like get a merc, because we had like no damage. But now that we have like the ring and we have the gloves and whatnot, like we'll be fine for a lot longer, I guess. I mean, we're not even pressing any buttons, right? So we should, like, if we somehow get a second kill here, I mean, I guess Thorns, yeah, sure. Thorns check more than a kill check there. That's a Thorns check. Thorns check, shut up. Yeah, we need fucking— oh my god. I'm so paranoid now. I'm actually so fucking paranoid. Whatever. Fucking Brutus is about to get deleted. Look at this. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 Brutus. Don't you dare kill her. Don't you dare, Brutus. No, 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 no. Stop that. Don't you dare. Oh, we got a— oh. The literal biggest meme pair of gloves that we could possibly have gotten. My eyes. Okay, the volley is like— barrage is kind of good. Anyways, you have to wrangle Roas and mudflats because you need to clear a giant area around the mercs so you could fight them. It's always a sniper in mudflats, so just keep resetting before you Roa wrangle until you specifically find a merc that has chain or pierce on split arrow, because otherwise your Act 1's gonna fucking take 8 years. You basically want to stick with snipers for all of Act 1 and most of Act 2. Sniper is just significantly better than everything else. What else can I say? And then, yeah, you have to roll a wrangle, right? Get everything away from it. And then, yeah, I'm rushing Essential Bond. I'm just not pressing literally anything until I get Essential Bond. Outside of that, you need to make sure you do not have a single Thorns roll on any of your gear. That's why I had to have my second reset, because I accidentally had 1 Thorn on my shield, and I somehow fucking killed something with that, and I got a second kill. So that was unfortunate. And then you cannot use Flame Wall, because Flame Wall will count as your kills, unfortunately, because of the burning. And then there is something else. Once you get Pyroclast Mines, you have to put Brutality on them. You cannot allow them to do a single bit of damage, because you can accidentally kill stuff with— alright, let's see. Maybe get a little bit lucky here. Maybe it's just worth quickly farming this area for a better merc. Because we would basically double, if not triple, our damage. And then that would be completely fine for quite a while into Act 3. Because our single target damage of this guy is kind of awful. Like, I would ideally actually want them not to press Barrage. I'd want them to press Arrow, Rain of Arrows. That just does more damage. Yeah, see, like our single target damage is starting to kind of be why we need to replace it. It's like it's just a case of we can't put on like Prism Weave and stuff, right? Because yeah, we had Prism Weave when we fought this last time. This time we're doing without it. But we also have like good skills, which, you know, carries us. But I guess fair enough. Is that there's a mini shot? Okay, well, I mean, there's a chance if there's the correct supports on it, but I honestly doubt it's gonna have what we need it to have. It does have Pierce, but it's only 1 proj. Oh, it does have Chain on 4 shot. Oh, is it worth it giving this guy a go? He does have fucking Blinker on Mirror, which is so annoying. He's gonna fucking just waste. I think it's worth giving them a try. They have Pierce, and they have— what's the making for? They have Chain on here, which is pretty good. Sure, let's give them a go. How much gold do we have? Okay, we're good on gold. Sure, let's give them a go. All right, let's see. Is the mini shot worth it? Are we happy? It does have Pierce on Ice Shot, which helps. And then it has double to Salio, so that's also really nice. Okay, and then, you know, quick kills check. We're good. Killed 1 monster. Just go check what's over here too. Can you kill this thing? Get single target damage. I guess you're ice shotting. And ironically, the Bamas probably do a decent amount of work, huh? So fucking paranoid, man. I'm gonna be dreaming about fucking Thorns tonight in my sleep. I'm actually so paranoid. Like, I'm bricked. I am genuinely fucking bricked. I hate this. I'm actually gonna go fucking insane by the end of this. Man, why couldn't we have just been like, hey, let's go play a mercenary build and see if it works? Why did we have to do this? Man, who decided this was a good idea? Can we just drop a mirror so I can go buy a mirror worth of gear and then just go kill the Uber bosses and just have it be? You know, can it just happen? Can I just get a second mirror? Molten Shell has thorns. Reflex 3000% damage. I fucking knew it. It does have thorns on it. It does have fucking thorns on it. Okay, we're not allowed to use Molten Shell. We're not allowed. I fucking knew it. It's everywhere. It's actually everywhere. See, when you least expect it, when you think you're safe, right? When you think that you're that's when they get you. That's when they fucking get you. Alright, kitties, we have officially made it back to where we were with 1 kill. We're good. We have officially made it back. Everything from now on is new progression. Finally, being back at my old progression points, taking everything extremely carefully and making sure I absolutely did not have any possible way to get a single kill, I found this mercenary with Scourge Arrow the Menace, supported by Aeronova, and oh, let me tell you, does this mercenary absolutely cook at this point in the game. I think the footage speaks for itself and just how absolutely insane my clear was, given that the mercenary was still wearing a quill rain and a bunch of random throwaway gear. Oh, we got Scourge Arrow again. Okay, but with Aeronova. But with Aaron and Grace, hold up. I think we have to give her a chance, right? I think you have to give that a chance. I think this is hope. It has Wither as well on Chaotic Burst, which just triggers from this. Okay, I think we give her a go. Reserve. We're dropping the Sniper. I think that has a lot of possibility or hope. Oh, okay. They seem pretty good. The clear is really good. I think the single target damage is probably fine as well. But they're Pog, and we have Grace, and we have an action speed aura now. Okay, I think we got ourselves a banger. We killed Dominus fast. Yeah, watch. This one's bigger, so we'll get hit by more of the spore pods. Witness. Look at this shit. Look at the fucking damage. Look at this. I just get the sand here. Oh, whoops! I need to press smite. My one job is to press smite. Witness. Look at the fucking damage. Once I got into Act 4, I decided it was time to go do my Labyrinth run and start getting ascendancy points. Although the first lab isn't really helpful at all for a Scion, it still gives me extra passive point to work with, and as I'm pathing basically all over the place for an Aura bots, this did allow me to pick up a few more Aura nodes, and it was actually kind of nice. I decided to path towards Guardian first, as I think the extra recovery layer through the half-effective version of Time of Need and the 25% reservation efficiency will be instrumental to get my setup going. So, I don't know, it's just... I'm a really big Sekima fan now. It's a lot longer later on. Yeah, I mean, sure. What are we doing here? It's all basically useless. I don't need any Transfigured Gems. I mean, I guess we could just roll for Transfigured Peaconk. Although we can just get a higher level of Sniper's Mark. Oh, we got Bama. Well, bombarding, right? Not prismatic. Oh, that's cute. Oh. I mean, well, there's all the other ones here are not worth anything anyway, so just take Bama. I'll just Bama right now. Oh. We have 30C. Great. All right. We love Scion First Ascendancy Point. It's so good. 20 Strength and Int. Ooh, 20 Strength and Int and 1 whole passive point. At least next lab, right, we get 25% RMR, a really good recovery layer, and a little bit of block. We mostly just care about the RMR. And then we also get the 40 int here. So then on third lab, we get 1 passive point and we get Necro. And Necro is disgusting. The reason we want Necro is because the auras from your skills grant 2% attack and cast speed. That actually is an aura. And that gets modified by aura effect. Meaning if I have 200% aura effect, that actually becomes 6% attack and cast speed per aura. It's kind of dumb. But and we're going to have, 10 auras. So this is just 60% attack speed. And everything else is just kind of bad. So, yeah. And even then, even if we don't get anything, right? I do get a pretty big DPS increase at level 50 something, because at 50 something is when we can grab aside the Sin Eater. We'll have a level 30 smite. That's a stupid amount. Like level 30 smite with a generosity is like a dumb amount of extra damage. With that, I decided to call for day 1 and pick up the next day with the goal of killing Catawba in Act 10 and making my way into early maps. Waking up bright and early on day 2, I decided to use some of the money from the blinker gem I got in lab to buy myself and my mercenaries some gear. I end up getting a Widow Hail, a decent quiver, and a career reward for my mercenary, and for myself, I got a Prison Guardian along with a coruscating elixir for the future. With all that, it's time to go through the campaign and make absolutely sure I have no extra kill. I hope you could tell just how paranoid I was about accidentally killing something. So we move our merc, and then we just throw some mines. That's it. That's our whole job is throw some mines on the boss and spam smites. That's pretty good. We really need to get minefield. I really need to fucking get minefield. But we don't have space to fit in minefield right now. It'd be nice not to have to throw 15 individual mines. I could just throw what's the Mickey for? No, throw it 3 times and then that's it. They're all down. Could have killed the merc. Alright, can you hurry up and fucking die, bitch? Thank you. Since I was starting to get aura nodes and my mana was becoming freed up a little bit more, I set Pyroclast Mines for the aura buff to give a mercenary a ton of flat fire damage. At their highest level, they add upwards of 3,000 flat fire damage, which is absolutely insane, so getting these going isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolute must. However, because they are mines, they can accidentally count as your kills and still do damage with Ancestral Bond allocated. To get around this, I unbound the Detonate Mine button to make sure there's absolutely no way I could possibly accidentally trigger them. I also decided to link them to a Brutality, which will make them not do any elemental damage, setting up multiple safety nets to absolutely make sure there's never a way for me to kill something. Technically speaking, if I were to get any flat physical spell damage, this would cause the mine to do damage again, but I'm not worried about that as it's a very rare stat and there's basically no way I'm going to accidentally put it on. And then you have to figure out the suppression and whatnot, so it's up to you. Realistically, you just have to figure out what you personally want to do before starting to save as fallen, right? Because eventually the inevitability is you just have to save as fallen, right? Yeah, break my minds there. Goody. We really need a new merc. We really need to go grab ourselves a new merc. This is getting a little bit painful. Just a little bit. We'll eventually kill the heart. You can only use a merc that's up to 20 levels above you. So you need a level 20, or sorry, technically a 21 merc, a 40 and a 60. So my Scourge mercenary started to fall off around this time, meaning it's time to go look for yet another mercenary. I reset the Twilight Strand in Act 6 a couple times, trying to look for one, and I haven't even mentioned what the ideal one is going to be. In the endgame, I'm aiming to find a Kinetic Blast mercenary as they do absurd amounts of damage and have insane clear on top of just, well, scaling really well from all the flat damage from both my auras and my Pyroclast Mines. Lo and behold, the mercenary I find is a Kinetic Bolt one. It's not perfect, as it uses Kinetic Bolt over Blast most of the time, but this was actually huge for my campaign leveling speed, and I was super excited to see how it was, and well, it was exactly as good as I hoped. This does mean I will have to get a new higher level one in the future, but that's completely fine as farming for these isn't really that hard, and it's completely worth it. So we're gonna take the Acceleration Shrine, talk to Kinetist, hire, reserve. We have space. We'll hold. Oh, because the other one got dicked. Okay, the other one got dicked. I was like, why? I'm really afraid of you. I'm like really, really afraid of you. Okay, I just need to make sure I keep my on decoy totems. I need the mana. Oh, I need to make sure I have the mana. Put more decoy totems down. Okay, we're fine. I don't think it's that scary. Oh, we pulled the boss. Hold up, pull the boss. I'm really afraid of my merc dying here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have double KB, which is kind of sad. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have double KB, but whatever. We have a KB merc. We're happy. We're happy. Facing this, yeah. Holy fuck. And this is without, what's the biggie for? This is without a Rat Pith. If I can give it a Rat Pith for 200% increased spell damage, that on its own would probably make her like 4-shot Brutus. Yeah, easily. The KB Merc, for example, does like 10 times the damage a minion Merc would ever do. They're unfortunately completely worth. I'm pretty sure the meta for builds like this are gonna be to either play KB or an Ice Shot Merc. I don't think anything else is gonna be anywhere close to it. I feel like you're just inting yourself if you play anything else. Right? Like it's the point where you should literally just sit there and just mass reset it like Blood Aqueducts over and over again until you get like 1 to 2 Mercs. And then you play those until, you know, you can't make any further in maps, and you just sit there and just like mass delete maps until you get a higher level version of one of these two. Like they are significantly stronger. Yeah, it's like you how do you compete against that? You don't. And then like that also does so much boss damage when you know, combine it with return, because they can get return on it. Right? Now combine that with return and tornado, right? And sniper's mark, right? The way you just manually press sniper's mark for them. And, you know, suddenly you're playing just normal KB of clustering. Except you're just not pressing KB of clustering. God, this has been so comfy since we got the KB one. Yeah, look, my Merc's health basically doesn't move. This guy, he shield charged me, and then I lose half my health. Smile. Yeah, out of shield crush range. Yeah, I like how my Merc can just sit there and just facing this shit, and if he ran at me and shield charged me, I'm just dead. Am I getting chartered? Okay, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Get the... Oh, did we end? Oh, God, did I end? Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Okay, we're good. We're good. Allie. I'm pretty sure the rogues still give us kills, but I'm gonna go directly into map. I don't want to stay to your noise again. It's just too boring. I'm farming currently. I mean, it's always the same as it's always been. It's like 5-6 div an hour-ish. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. Like if it's good one season, it's good every season. Actually, it's a little bit better this season because not many people are doing T17s, and because not many people are farming T17s. The price of 84 clusters are holding at least a little bit of value. Most importantly, the reservation one, like it's still down bad, but right, if I'm not mistaken, because hey, most certainly we're not always unID'd. So yeah, I guess I take that back. Sims are back. If Mercs, that's effectively what Mercs are. They're 25 to 50% DPS increase for almost every build, right? If you play them for raw damage, and like, yeah, that's a pretty massive power creep in a single season, but not necessarily bad. I don't think so. I think if people enjoy the content, I think fine. I didn't bring a green gem with me. Oh, let's just 07 the precision then. Oh, we got Mamba. Oh, look at that. We hit Bamba the first time, and now we hit Mamba. How much is Mamba? Oh, it's only 15C, but hey, 15C is 15. Okay, Edge, and we now get some RMR, and we get some pretty fucking nice recovery as well. Unfortunately, we have to go get Pathfinder, right? We cannot play Necro, and we're likely not going to play Necro until we get Mage Blood. Or no, until we go CI, sorry. Yeah, until we go CI, we have to play Pathfinder because our goal is to run Core Skating Elixir, and we need Pathfinder plus a Flask to be able to run permanent Core Skating. Because of offshoot areas are a bit far, if you're going to show. Oh, I guess it's true. Okay, let's give it a go. Like 1 or 2 goes. How it feels, and then yeah, worst case we just need the other area. But it's just typically right now most cold skills kind of suck, and they've kind of nerfed cold skills pretty heavily as well recently. Like it changed it. Yeah, the hater change didn't help either, and like cold dots in a sad state where cold dots basically unplayable, and you know, Perturb and cold snap buff this season. Yeah, the buffs aren't. I think it goes to show you how down bad cold skills are, that those buffs literally are not enough to make any meaningful difference to those skills play rates. The top side of the tree is down bad right now. The top side of the tree just sucks. It's just miserable. There are no good defensive areas up there. You are just absolute misery the whole time. In Act 9, I ended up getting a Kinetic Blast Mercenary finally, and I decided to go test it out. Unfortunately, they didn't have forks supporting the Kinetic Blast, which gives it a large amount of damage and clear, but the plan is going to work as they're still using Kinetic Blast as a primary skill. This Mercenary is basically just a reverse of what I had before, where it uses Kinetic Blast over Bolt instead, and our ideal endgame Mercenary is essentially this, more or less just replacing Kinetic Bolt for another Kinetic Blast and possibly some better supports. Yeah, it like has Kinetic Bolt as its secondary, which is useless, but It at least has a clustering with GMP on it, which I guess is a little bit better clear. Sure. All right, how best do we kill the boss? We don't have any Soul Eater stacks on her, I think. But she should still basically delete the boss. Yep. Fact, deleting the boss. Cool. Holy, that's some damage. All right. Holy, she does some damage. Okay, she insta-phase that. Oh, right. She has Soul Eater now. Hold up. She's ramping. Okay. Okay, we just insta-phase the boss again. Hold up. She's going to ramp some more off of these monsters. And the boss dead. Really? Bye. All right. Well, I can say I can safely say we're good. Unfortunately, oh, she has no Soul Eater stacks here, which kind of sucks. Whatever. Still gonna fucking dig the boss down, even no Soul Eater. Look at that. Look at and this is not Sniper's Mark. This is our return. That she could be so much stronger. Should I be using PCA link? No, there is no should. You don't have to. Nor do I want to. I'm not pressing extra links. This time I'm not pressing extra buttons. Expensive power class minus sabotage. Oh yeah, we should upgrade that too. Yeah, it's like 10C. Yeah, now they have. I did get a raw div drop. Okay, let's buy sabotage. Let's buy southbound, and I don't know how I feel about leaders. I like southbound at least. Right, you're about to get deleted. Goodbye. Got 900 maps. Dead map. I leave the map. Simple as that. We log out. Next map. Back in the Allie Street to have no her. Unfortunately, that's not a thing anymore, Sylphie. Okay, we just insta-phase. Okay, goodbye. Oh, yeah, she's ramped. Fucking ramped. Right, she can ramp off the ads. Holy shit, wait, Kataba's gonna get deleted. Kataba's gonna actually get fucking deleted. Look at this. She's ready. She's ready. And it used to be infinite. They double nerfed the ring before launch, which fair enough. That item would have been original sin tier of broken. Hello, Miss Merc. Hello, can you? Thank you. Do we go 3 for 3 on useful transfigure? Unfortunate. Okay, they're spraying. Spraying worth anything? This is 2 dev. What? Huh? All right then. I mean, like, spraying is good, but I didn't think that just a raw spraying is 2 div right now. All right then. Cool. Great. Forbidden right. Oh, the forbidden right. Oh, the forbidden right. Ah, well, cool. I guess we can do some lab running for some money then. Yeah. All right. And we get Pathfinder, which now allows us to have 100% uptime and coruscating elixir, meaning we get 3 extra auras in our build. Whoa. After my 3rd lab and getting the Pathfinder Sensi node, I was ready to kill Kataba and set my character up for mapping and some early endgame. I was trying to think of some strategies I could do that wouldn't spawn Einhardt, as he would end up giving me kills, and I didn't want to invest a bunch of money in Scarab just to have to leave my map if Einhardt decided he was just going to show up that day. At the top of my list was actually simulacrum farming, as apparently he makes decent money and obviously I wouldn't get any Einhardt. All I'd be doing is simply just the first 10 or so waves, as I don't think I'd be able to safely handle all 15, and I'm not looking for super insane profits, just enough to get my character to the point where I can kill Ubers. Another option was unironically lab running, and I did end up trying a bit of it. It has a super low input cost, can't spawn Einhardt, and the transfigure gems can actually make it really solid profit. Right now, the plan's gonna look like this. Farm for a solid Mercenary to use for at least early endgame, possibly do some Uber lab farming to make initial currency to get my build going, potentially move into farming Guardian maps in order to get a high-level Mercenary, and to prepare for simulacrum farming to finalize some of my gear before Ubers. Lastly, we're just gonna do all the Ubers, although I might knock out a few earlier bosses just to keep things interesting. And that brings us to the end of phase 1 of the challenge. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. So with that said, stay tuned and join me for part 2, where we're gonna finally take on the Uber bosses and see if I can really do all of them with just 1 kill. If you have any questions or have any comments on any of this, do feel free to leave a comment in the comments below, or just feel free to come to our Twitch and tell me how you felt about any of this there. You're also more than free to just come by with our Twitch and our Discord and be a part of our community and hang out with the other kitties. And if you do happen to, I'll be more than happy to see you there. With that said, I hope I'll see you kitties in part 2.